Hello traders, happy Friday. Welcome to episode 199. I evidently screwed up and was off. I did two episode 194s, and so I just went into my video editor and changed that. So yeah, we are at episode 199 right now. And crazy enough, how the world works, we're gonna have episode 200 on a Friday night. So don't want to miss that one. That'd be fun times, right? I guess. It's not every day you hit milestones like the hundreds, right? They're big psychological resistances and supports on the stock market or on any chart, and we're finally reaching it via live stream. Okay, under my new brand, right? The TA with Mitch Ray, not some other organization. So I've done probably 700 plus live streams at this point since February. But hey, who cares, right? All right, so Bitcoin, hey, continuing to bleed. We broke below the 20 or the 50 MA and the 200 MA. Hey, what happens when you get bearish divergence? Triple. Fruits of the happening, man. Okay, fruits of the happening. A lot of those high flyers in crypto, they're all taking their beatings too, right? They're all selling off with Bitcoin. Makes sense, right? Because a lot of them were all showing bearish divergence, right? Bitcoin was not the only one. All right, 6,300 was an area we talked about we could hit. I don't know why we wouldn't, right? We go to the daily. Legit, man. Remember this? This daily upsloping trend line, right? Talking about 6,300. We're there pretty much. 25 bucks off. Bearish engulfing candle on the daily. Anyone remember us talking about that? No? Yes? Maybe so? The downsloping trend line, right? It's been going on forever, right? Anchor point 1 in May. Anchor point 2 in July. And now anchor point 3, November 7th, which was just 2 days ago, where we just failed. We had no volume, no demand, and it broke down. And now here we are, about to touch and test the upsloping trend line that we've been building since late June. All right, going into the weekend, man. I guess it's good you're selling off into the weekend, just because whatever, man. You probably won't have the ability or volume to be able to break this to the downside. You could though, but it's whatever, man. It's just I don't know, dude. You look at the 4-hour time scale and it warned us. And we try to give you the warning just by streaming and talking about it to ad nauseum every day, every stream, right? But a lot of people just haven't been showing up lately, so maybe they didn't know. Okay. Or do they even care? We don't know. Alright, so expect 6,300. We're almost there. Okay. Around the markets, Ripple, still holding at 50 cents despite Bitcoin's bleeding, which is good because we sold off yesterday, right? And we hit 50 cents, and we have not moved from that 50 cent range, right? Even with Bitcoin selling off more. Top right is Litecoin, $50, right? 51.37 currently we're sitting at. Top left of your screen is Ethereum, and it sold off. It's been selling off with Bitcoin the whole time, right? So couldn't break that 25% trend line of the equidistant channel. We'll talk about it more. And then here you go, man. Here's your Bitcoin Cash topping out with the bearish divergence in both oscillators at the 1272. Been selling off ever since, probably either at from swing low to swing high, either 382 or 50%. Okay, one of the probably close to 50% retrace. All right, well, that's good. That's good. You do that after nice impulses up like that. You consolidate, and then eventually you bounce the upside again if this is for real, okay? But this was such a large spike, maybe on that fork stuff, I don't know, but we just know overall we had broken out of a bear trend we had been in for many, many months, like most of the year, all right? And we stayed out. And this is what happens when you stay out long enough. It interprets to the market that the trend is reversing. We are no longer in this trend. And it's not fake, it's for real, all right? That's it, man. Good God, man, I swear. I don't know what to do. Look. Watch this. Look, now it's fine. Now it's not broken anymore. I gotta watch that, I guess. Good God. I swear, 2018, man. 2018 and terrible. What's up, Star Thought, man? Good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a minute. Hey, Vincent. Thanks for the like, man. B-Slice, simple B-Slice, man. I was in here early. Sorry about it. Yeah. The reason I'm late, dude, I've been working with Streamlabs support. I don't know if we'll be able to get it figured out, but the echo I'm having on contributions and follows on Streamlabs is messed up, dude. It's like something went wrong, and I didn't make any changes, and nor did I make the changes to make the crap mess up on Stream Elements, but It might be user error, but I didn't do anything different. It's not like I went into Streamlabs and started making changes and something changed. It just one day I woke up, started streaming, and then all of a sudden there's the echo just out of nowhere. So trying to get that figured out. I can't get to the bottom of it, but I think that Streamlabs might be watching right now or something to try to see. But if you're watching Streamlabs, just know that I don't stream Elements is my main one for YouTube and all that. Streamlabs is just for cryptocurrency tips and follows on Twitch and subs on Twitch. So anyway, so Crypto Fortunate, Local Dinosaur, hey Lord Dumpington Man, Deal 899, coming from Slaveland. Oh, Slaveland Work World. Well, hopefully they're paying you something, man. Hey, Mr. Selecki, Chaylin, Evan Based made it, awesome. MK, and others. The GS Peoples, he says stocks continue to get beaten up. Yeah, man. Certainly, man. Respect. XLM on the list, Mr. Selecki. Sure, dude. What's up, Elko Alex? Mr. Cantomo. Hey, dude. Thanks for explaining SRN yesterday. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Hey, Brian Holm. Philip, man. You're on your way home with the tendies. Oh, my God, dude. I hope you have the best tendies. The rarest. Once every 100,000 year tendies. Let us know if you have that. What's up, Matt W, dude? John Coons. You like the diversity on the music? It's a rolly, not a stopwatch. What? Your ish never stop. What, Elka? What does that mean, man? Give us a, and you know, just maybe rephrase that. Hey, what's up, Mr. Schaffer, man? Mr. Schaffer, should I pull up the Sword of 1,000 S coins tonight, dude? Let me know. Okay. It's Friday. It's episode 199, and episode 200 is tonight. I just can't believe it, dude. Can't believe it. What's up, Phil Centura? Glad you made it. Skyward. Hey, Boston Alpha. Hello, Gall. Hey, we got some faces in here. Hadn't seen in a minute. Oh wow, Ron Nichols. That's a low blow coming from an LSU fan too. LSU fan doing incest jokes after getting beaten down 29-0 for the 8th year in a row. Oh, it's so salty, man. Can we get some salt emotes, chat, please? Thank you. On Twitch, maybe? I don't know. What's up, Gustavo? Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Zachary, 3,000 subs, 200 episodes, one man. But an insanely qualitative, amazing community, right? GNMK. Nick Patton, I can put that on the list. I don't know if that's on TradingView, okay? If that's a coin or something, all right? Oh, no, it seems like this is stock. Okay, cool. Yeah, just, I don't know, man. We'll look at it, Nick, for sure. Yeah, afternoon stream and it's dark outside, Side Girl. Oh, my God. Seriously. And Side Girl's here, so can we get fireworks for her, please? Somebody. Benjamin's just here for the music. Hey, man. Whatever brings you here is awesome, okay? If I can keep you here with music, I'm down with that. You get to listen to music and just find out the health of the market. That's sweet, dude. Hey, Julia. Oh, my God, Julia. Thanks for getting here. I know you're just really, really busy with work. Okay, so thanks for making it. XRP, yeah, holding up really well. It seems like it's pennant. It's a pennant, some sort. Just a little bit of price contraction after that impulse down. If we did break down to 47 cents, it really wouldn't be that weird. We're unhealthy, not a big deal. But you'd love to see it break to the upside, of course. The Bradford, man. Sculpture Smith. A Crypto Kiwi man coming in from Sauron's world because he took over Middle Earth, the alternative ending to Lord of the Rings. And there's Adam. What's up, Drizzt, man? Oh, by the way, Drizzt, I think he just posted an awesome educational video for our Patreon, or for our patrons in the Patreon. Candlestick patterns. Goes into just the abundance of different candlesticks. Very, very cool educational video. Dude, you do not want to miss out if you are a patron. It's just so rich in value and education, man. Check that out after the stream, or if you want to do it right now, go ahead, right? So I want to say thanks to Drizzt for putting that together, man. All right. Benjamin, your daughters call you a dinosaur. Hopefully it's because you look funny and not because you're old, Benjamin, right? I don't know. Hey, Laszlo, thank you for being here. So about Steven Stan, Lintech TV, it's Friday, dude. It's going to be a fun night, all right? A fun night, Mr. Schaffer, once APPC. Got you, dude. Who's Drake? Is that, what is this, Jeopardy, Anthony, man? You're just butthurt, Ron. There's the salt. Thanks, Beast Last Man. You watched for a long time and you realize you didn't sub, Matthias P, man. I'm sorry, man. It's okay, dude. You'll be alright, man. You'll be alright. Just look, it's only your loss. If you actually enjoy the stream and you're not subbed, it's like your loss that you don't get to get notified on and stuff, right? What's up, Shalon? Okay, we did it, man. We did it. All right, let's move on to Ethereum. Let's go that 4 hour. Right. You're gonna love the respect we had. I mean, like, look, this is like perfect example of using multiple timescales, right, in your analysis, right? So we knew that we were breaking to the upside here, making nice moves, but little did we know, if we only look at the daily, we think we might be on the verge of something great, or we might have already broken out. Excuse me. But if you look at the 4 hour, that triple MACD bearish divergence and RSI bearish divergence right here, these were both telltale signs that we were going to break down, and we did. Okay, like, certainly we did. Sit in. So down to 6,300 we go. So the 4 hour and the 1 day, awesome awesome combination of time scales to use in your analysis for what's to come next. All right. Ethereum, another one. High on price, highest high on price, lower levels of positive momentum, lower levels of relative strength. It was there. It was screaming at you. Ethereum's going to move to the downside and at critical areas of resistance, above critical areas of resistance, and see ya, right? That's it, dude. Look at this bearish engulfing candle with this, right? So you had you're above critical areas of resistance, bearish engulfing candle, and the oscillators were bearish, right? Right now we're testing that 50 MA on the 4 hour, and we just had a golden cross. A golden cross and a bear trend. You know, with Bitcoin, we don't know, right? So I'd love to see us, well, you might be on the cusp of running to the upside and making a head and shoulders. That would suck, dude, right? All you have to do is go to 211 bucks. The Wix at 217 though. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough to make higher highs than this. All right, so you are at a critical support right now. Your overhead resistance before is now underhead support, whatever you want to call it, at 206.39. Look left. Breaking that was so important, and now holding above it is very important too, right? Well, look, we broke to the upside, we flagged, we held, we back tested, and then we ran again. But now we're on the downside. And say we do hold it, you better not make a lower high than your previous high, or you're going to form some sort of nasty bearish pattern. That's it, dude. Okay? And then we can break to the downside and see 200 again. We remember that. How long are we sitting at 200? Right? Just, oh my God. All right, that's Ethereum. Let's go to Ripple. Ripple been holding strong. Okay, strong. Yep, we broke out. Unlike Bitcoin, unlike man, my PC's been laggy today. Why? I don't know. It hadn't been laggy in a while. I've not had to complain about it. Now I get to again. So Ripple broke out of that channel at doing things that a lot have not done, especially the US dollar pair. We're not even talking about 2 Bitcoin pair. A lot of S coins have been breaking out to the Bitcoin pair, but to the US dollar pair, not so much, because Bitcoin kind of dictates that. But Ripple's a different story, man. Ripple's broken out, not just on, it broke out extremely high to the Bitcoin pair, but the US dollar pair, it still broke out and stayed out. And now you can clearly see the ascension that we're finding, the higher lows, not higher highs. This was insane. This was what set the tone. We needed that to set the tone, to change the momentum, shift everything to the upside, I think. All right, and so now Anchor point 1 and 2 on the bottom, and then 1 and 2 on the top. The candle body close right there I'm using with this coinciding, because it makes the most sense, right? How do you know it makes the most sense? That's why you have your equidistant channel, your 25, 50, and 75 in between, right? So you can see the clear respect on both trend lines. Look at this right here. Perfect. 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 Everywhere we are finding respect, supports, resistance, right? So that's how we know the market is interpreting this the right way. All right. So anyway, again, nice rally. Went from 44, 45 cents all the way up to, holy crap, 57 cents. And since then we broke down about 7 cents. We've been holding 50 cents pretty strong while Bitcoin continues to bleed out. All right. We fibbed this from the swing low to swing high. We are currently sitting at the, well, let me get rid of the larger one. It's not really relevant anymore. Okay, so low to high. We're at that 50% retrace right now. Okay. Probably can make the argument that we just got a, channel, flag, whatever, right? So you would have had it like that, and then we fell out. But look, a heart line resistance right there. So look, I think you did have a pennant, and I think you made a measure move of the pennant. But look, you look at this nice bullish engulfing candle, and we're staying above the 50% retrace right now, which is fine, which is good. Healthy pullback after such a tremendous run, huge run. Hopefully we can stay above that and then reverse the price action to the upside again. But it looks going into the weekend. Trading desks are closed. Don't get your hopes up when it comes to XRP, all right, or anything, just because weekend trading's almost like the market's closed, okay? You can almost interpret it that way, all right? All right, that's your Rappel, all right? Anyone care about Ripple? I do. I know a lot of people care about Ripple. A lot more than Ethereum. Just beautiful though. Beautiful uptrend. Let's keep it going. Worst case scenario, at some point we break down to this 25% trend line, hold it again. If we can't hold it, we break down, and we know even at 40 cents there's some sort of value. There's low risk down here at 40 cents. Yeah. Not even weird. 40, however long it takes us to get here, moving target between 40 to 45 cents. There's still value down there. Worth a shot. Scroll this more chat and then we'll move on. Day off, Julia? Oh my god. Julia, where's your drink? Where's your drink? Weekend spirits. Everyone happy? Alright, what kind of spirits, Steven Stan? What kind of spirits? The crypto nurse is here. Oh my god. Also good, Ben Jam Smith. Look, whatever. Well, that's common though. Having names and stuff like that. But I'm sure you get a lot of joy and love out of them. Calling you dinosaur. But man, appreciate you sharing that. Storm clouds out. Yeah, Laszlo. I don't know, man. Look, it's like we're bleeding. Bitcoin's bleeding, going into the weekend, which isn't too bad, and it's just raining, right? It's raining here too, so you just jumped in to catch Bcash at the 50% retrace. Finger crossed. All right, Crypto Trucker, man. We'll see it happen. Let's see this bounce. But normally, when you're trading fib, or when you're trading fibs, you do want to have coinciding variables with your Fibonacci. You don't ever really want to trade just at the 50% retrace until you start seeing some more variables that give you more reason to believe we would break to the upside, not just a fib, right? That's like trading the RSI almost, or just trading the MACD, right? You want to have a few more variables. And hey, by all means, fingers crossed for sure. But it's just something to think about. And I'm not telling you how to trade or how to do anything. And just, friendly reminders. Who cares, right? It's the weekend, man. Melissa can't wait to load a bowl. Hey, Melissa.
Is that a joint?
No, it's a bowl. Is that a bowl? Trying to save your liver. Benjamin, man, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. My condolences. And, you know, Stuart also just had a loss. An identical loss, man. So I feel for you and feel for anyone in this community that ever loses somebody. That sucks, man. But I appreciate you sharing it, and you're in our thoughts and prayers, man. Okay. Almost to this, right? Crank says if XRP and Bitcoin came out today, everyone would rather just have XRP. First to market is short-term thinking. Ask MySpace. Yeah, but I think they have different purposes, right, Crank? So completely different purposes. One's a global bank solution, and then others, I guess, would argue and be like, no, Bitcoin's a global banking solution too, but in a different way, right? So that's funny, man. Can we look at Doc Blank? Yeah, we can look at Doc. You wanted to see if Doc has a potential Head and Shoulders. Yeah, we put it on the list. All right. I triggered some vodka, man. Oh yeah. Man, Bitcoin Jet, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Oh, that is like, so what me, but like that's similar how my granddad passed. So yeah, man. But I mean, I wasn't there. Like they're down in Auburn, but you know, it happened to like my grandma. So dude, sorry to hear that, man. I can't fix the echo, dude, by the way.
Question mark the sword of 1,000 X coins. Let's get this party started.
Hold on, I'm gonna start reading these because the echo is so bad. But they're trying to work on fixing that, dude. Mr. Shabman, thanks for the 4409 of Ethereum, man. Sword of 1,000 S coins. Mitch Sword. Let's get this party started. Matt Shaverman, dude. Thanks, brother, man. This party gonna be started. All right. It's gonna be lit, dude. It seriously will be lit. So you want to stick around throughout the evening. And it's $199 though, right? Not 200 yet. What's up, Mr. Beeswax? Better late than never. Yeah, me too, dude. Me too, right? You love me more than any other Mitches in your life, Joseph, man. Well, that hits me in the feels, man, and makes me feel good, dude. Thank you, Joseph, dude. Seriously. What's up, Issue Bud? Issue Post. Julie, I agree. This channel has a magical way of bringing people together. I agree. I love this community. The relationships that have been built in here, not just between me and the viewers, but the people in the chat amongst each other, right? So I think that's very special, and it keeps me going. It keeps me coming back every day, right? Okay, so make sure I got the right chart. Oh, nice. Excellent. Looks decent, man. Still. Beautiful uptrend. I mean, seriously. Seriously, man. Oh my god. Yes! Something was just delivered to me. Alright. Before I get into this. Do y'all know about the butter cookies? The Royal Dansk or Dansk Danish butter cookies? They're stereotypical for being the really good-looking cookies that are in a tin, and they sit at your grandma's house. And when you open it, there's not the cookies in there, but you were hungry for them, and it's a bunch of like sewing material, like string and needles and stuff, whatever. That's some nostalgia. I saw someone had a Halloween costume as that, and I wanted it, so I bought some, and it just arrived at my house. So tonight I will be partaking and eating some Royal Dansk Danish butter cookies, okay? Hopefully you can enjoy them with me. Sorry, I had to go into that, man. Alright. Okay, it looks like just a triangle, right? Some price contraction. Pretty simple. Beautiful, man. Beautiful little triangle. Probably going to make the measure move either way. This thing has been respecting the TA so well. Could I have my music, man? Hello? Okay. We got like beautiful golden cross. Impulse up. Contraction. Over 50% of the way through the development of this little pennant or triangle, whatever you want to call it. Looks like just more like a pennant. We retraced, well, we don't need those fibs anymore, not really relevant. Okay, so, swing low to swing high. We've retraced up 38% of the way. Common retrace, hit it, and then marched, and here we are. Okay, let's do our measured principle on both sides for our targets. No matter which way we break out, we'll have a target, right? 2075. It's not that, just hold on. Here's your measure move to the upside. And here's your measure move to the downside. Dang, man. Okay, so there you go. Where we break target to the downside would be 23.7 cents, and a break to the upside would put us at 28.673 cents. Okay, pretty common thing, right? A pennant after an impulse could be bullish consolidation, or it could be a reversal pattern, right? But your trend right now, believe it or not, your trend is bullish. You are in an upswing right now. Okay. Every time, everything has been getting so well respected here on XLM. You gotta love it, man. I don't know what it is, but some are just follow better than others, man. All right. Crazy how we all had this bullish divergence, right? And then we broke to the upside and kept going. What does that tell you? Maybe it might just be that the trend is superseding the oscillators, meaning when you're in a bull trend, your bearish stuff is not as powerful. Okay. Truly. You're showing bullish convergence on both oscillators, right? You made a low, a higher low, higher levels of relative strength, lower levels of negative momentum. That's always good. That's what you want to see when you're bullish. So there is a good chance. I mean, just based on, look, man, I'm telling you, it worked here, but it didn't work here, right? The divergence. Sometimes it's just not going to work out. So here we are. See at 28.6 or 23.7. That's XLM. Sweet, man. And that's good for a short-term trade, right? That's awesome for. It's not very good margins, right? You're not going to get much percentage gains, but your risk to reward can be very, very good. You want to just talk about it for maybe the short-term traders, right? That have a higher leverage on stuff like this, so they can make good profit on smaller margins. Look, you're always looking for low risk, high reward opportunities. There you go, man. It's that simple. Like, though you get stopped out if it has a false breakout. Okay, man, you get stopped out. That's fine. But if all things stay the same, you have a very good reward to risk ratio here. Okay, if it was to play out bullishly, that's it. Okay, simple. One would buy at the bottom of a triangle, and one would short at the top. Okay, and the same thing. It doesn't matter, right? Watch. Best areas to go short. Sorry about the echo, y'all.
My brother is on the way, and the world will be so beautiful very soon. The world will be so beautiful very soon.
Hold on a sec. Benjamin, man. Dude, thanks for the 7-7. Freaking 7, man. A fiat. He says his brother's on the way, and the world will be so beautiful very soon. Benjamin, man, congratulations preemptively. Just want to say thanks for being part of our community. I hadn't seen you in a while, man, but glad you're back, and thank you, man, for the contribution. Much love. Dude, the Ethereum emoji balls were just crappy, and I was just running out of time. I had no time left. I was already late. I changed out the Ethereum emoji to just the red SEC logos, whatever, dude. Okay, Ethereum looks stupid in the jar, okay, on Streamlabs. So we're sticking with that for now. That's it, man. It's that simple. They're just neutral patterns that you take low risk, high rewards. If it fails, whose fault is it? It's not like your fault if it fails. It just sometimes doesn't work out. But these are like standard textbook setups, okay? That's it. All right, hope that helps with the just a little bit, going a little deeper in XLR. Let's go to GNMK. Let's go to the weekly, because we have no idea about this chart. This is being destroyed. Oh yeah, bear trend. Oh, big bear trend. Look at this, man. Approaching some support levels soon, I guess. And this is the weekly, so it's very significant. Okay, reaching that level again. What we did, impulse down. You retrace what, 50% of the way? 50% retrace, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see it. Was it common? Uh, 50% retrace. You ran up 50%. See ya. Right? People were able to find the moves to the upside. One takes profit at the 50% retrace. 382 too, if you want to. All right. 618 is like being lucky. 618 is like almost not windfall, but good stuff, right? And look at your weekly bearish divergence on the MACD on the way up. Look, you had your high here, your much higher high with much lower levels of positive momentum. Nothing wrong with looking at the weekly. This could have saved your butt. So you're hitting your most common retrace after a bearish impulse, and you have weekly bearish divergence. Reason to believe a move to the downside is very possible at this fib node. All right. That's it. Understand your fibs, understand coinciding variables with your fibs, and you'll be king. All right, that's it. See if we can do. I mean, you don't really need a channel. I mean, we'll probably find a channel, and it'll probably line up really well. We can try. Sure as heck can try. But I don't really know how. Let's see, man. We need it too much here. Know how well that lines up, right? It's okay. Seriously, man, like, this is okay, right? I mean, 50% retrace, heart line, right? 25 here, 25 here. Look, one's hitting the 25. This one's almost touching. Look at the 75. Can't sustain prices above it like ever, right? There's clearly resistance, support on this channel, okay, lined up. So you can have it like that because we know we're making, this is a technical lower low than your previous low and lower highs. So you're in a downtrend right now, in a downtrend, but approaching critical areas of support very soon. Falling below 375 would be almost devastating. I would be pretty much. I mean, this is the lowest low of all times at $3.08 on GNMK on the weekly. Let's go to the daily, see if we have any kind of divergence because we might break to the upside. Oh, there you go. You got bullish divergence now. And just specifically because you've been getting destroyed. But not on the RSI. You're only showing on the MACD, right? Triple MACD bullish divergence. But again, man, I don't know. This thing's in a bear trend. So your oscillators may not be as powerful, but look at the volume that came in. And make that pinpoint. Okay, so just so close, man. So close to hitting this bottom, but we haven't yet. And I don't know if this is when we're going to break the upside, but we can plot a miniature channel to make us understand better or help us see it. So yeah, you clearly got anchor point 1 and 2 and then just 3 on the bottom. But very, very, you know, it's not very wide channel, but it is down sloping, and you could break it at any point with the divergence on the daily time scale near critical support levels. All right, that's it, man. That is it. Like, look what you had before. If you were in this beforehand, you can just look at it like, That's pretty much perfect right there, right? Anchor point 1 and 2 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top. That was what you had going on once you broke that. Look what happens when you break channels, man. When you break channels, you had no chance of knowing on your oscillators if you were going to break down either at the top here, because you had to look at the weekly to be able to see that. All right, so because neither showed bearish divergence at this top right here. Crazy. Okay, whatever. Spending too much time on that. I'll look some more in the chat, and we'll keep on rolling. Yeah, Bitcoin Jedi, man. It sucks, dude, but yeah, you just got to live in the moment and never take your loved ones for granted, for sure. Thanks, Crypto Trigger. Love you too, man. So, but Caroline, yes, cookies. That's right, Julia. Sorry, I'm just at the cookie part of conversation, right? Sewing kit cookies get you every time. The royal dance fake out, exactly. Sorry, girl.
May we take a look at CSL Limited on the daily, please, Mr. Mitch?
Oh, well, Julia, of course. You should have just demanded it. Next time you request something with a contribution, demand it. Be like, I demand you look at this or else. Okay? That's what you have to do. And also, Aaron M., our current boss, tipped 50 big ones last night. My God. He's in trouble. Okay. Aaron M. is in trouble. Yeah, Julie, look at that right now. I think that was one that was analyzed, if I recall it. Yep. Nice retrace. Look at the divergence we were seeing. Holy crap, right? 1, 2, 3. Jeez. It's like we had this beautiful upsloping trend, right? Beautiful. And then we broke out of it and then just started forming this insanely large ascending broadening wedge, right? 1, 2, 3 on the bottom and then just a bunch on the top. Then we got too high, right? Upsloping resistance, false breakout with bearish divergence on the daily and huge shift to the downside. Still outside of the very large historical trend we were in. We've been in that since, my God, man, like anchor point 1 was March of 2013. But yeah, this, just like a lot of others, they've done the same things. They just go insane, right? And the moves down can be very, very dramatic, right? So nice move to the upside, but don't make, don't get too euphoric on it. I don't know. I mean, like, it looks like you have some sort of potential inverse head and shoulders there, right? But it's not very. Oh, let's look at the 4 hour, maybe. 4 hour might help us. If that's the case, then you have a neckline like this. But it's not technically the best look. It looks pretty actually pretty good. Not bad. Shoulders are off, right? They are indeed off some. But it's still the same psychology. As you can see, looks like we gapped up and then just sold off. So no, it's a potential slanted inverse head and shoulders until we break out to the upside, right? And way we could just look at it, we could do the measure move. 1792. Wow. Here's your measure move if it played out, okay, Julia? You have an issue, though, right? You have an issue. What is that issue? You had that bullish divergence on both oscillators, so really? We can look at this. easy enough, right? I mean, this is just, it's not difficult. Your optimum buy-in, one's optimum buy-in. Optimum buy-in is always going to be at that 184.13 area. That is like candle body close, and then you have a stop lower than the wick, right? So just in case you went down and literally touched it, we could still do that. But yeah, that's the way you'd look at it. And look, man, on the 4 hour, Julia, we had bullish divergence on both oscillators, right? And that's what helped usher in our break to the upside. See if we can run one more time with this, right? Julia, I hope that helps. That's just a standard inverse head and shoulders pattern, measure move with a entry, exit, and stop loss. A very tight stop loss, all right? Sweet. Okay. Julia, let me know if that helps, okay? Mr. Shaver, man, it sucks, dude, doesn't it? It sucks. On APBC. See what we do? We fell out and we said, hey, we already had this plotted. 1596 was gonna be where we would go and hold and see if we could hold for a minute. Very critical support, but I could tell you, you break these upsloping channels like this, the downtrend, you might reverse to the upside for a nice pullback, which it seems like you very well could with a 4 hour bullish divergence. Man, this is probably, the trend's probably done. The trend you were in is over, man. Okay, that's why we plot channels like this. It's done. So, I mean, people were asking me about this before it breaks down, because no one asked me about it in a while. We had bearish divergence on both oscillators at the right here at the heart line of the equidistant channel. Couldn't break it. And RSI bearish divergence. Oh my god, you actually had triple RSI bearish divergence. You see it 1, 2, 3. Every time there's a high, there's lower levels of relative strength, and you can see the fruits of the happening. Get wrecked. All right. We could fib too if we want. Swing low to swing high. There's no wick there, so we're kind of screwed. We have to fib it with the candle close to candle close on their anchor points. So very close to that 50% retrace. 50% retrace 1553, just slightly lower than we've been. And can't hold that. You're coming on down to 618. 618, that's right there. That's more support. Horizontal line support too at 1421. All right. Common retrace zone after a nice impulse like that. Gonna be anywhere between 618 and 382. Right, anywhere in here. But you're out of the trend, out of the uptrend. That's certainty. Look at this flash crash crap. What it mean? Like seriously, man? Really? Okay. Miss Shower, let me know if that helps, dude. Good. Gonna get back to some chat. That's right, Miss Shower, man. Looking forward to episode 500. What about episode 300 or 250? What tool do I use to calculate the measure move? Someone probably already answered it. I just use the. Actually, I don't even use the tool. Look, Peter Pie, hit Shift and click on your trading view. Okay, that's how I do it. There is a tool called Price Range that does that, but it keeps it there so you don't lose it. Okay, I don't really use it that much. Just reading some chat, okay? XRP is up, Corey. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can we get the fireworks for Side Grill? I don't know. That's up to y'all. It's up Gerard Hut. The upcoming fort did not help BCC at all. Well, it did in short-term price action, where we jumped up like 40, 50% in like a few days. Yeah, I was tardy. Sorry, Arthur, man. Shoot, I shouldn't have said anything then. You'd have never known. No, Matt Shaver, it never will, actually, unfortunately. Crypto tips will never be able to kill the boss because Stream Elements does not facilitate the amenity of letting you tip via crypto, which if I did, it'd be amazing. I'd never use Streamlabs, probably. I would still use it for Twitch, but yeah, they don't have that amenity. So, and then, you know, Streamlabs doesn't have the amenity of the Hype Boss. The Hype Boss is so new on Stream Elements. It's like very new. Only been around for like 2-3 weeks now. Aaron M says, "Who's going to kill me?" What's up, M? Facey McFacerson. Luke, yeah, I agree, man. Almost through chat, okay. Sweet, Julia. Glad you enjoy it. Or enjoyed it. Hey, Michael LaBoya, man. Been around a long time. Thanks for being here, dude. What's up, Coffee for Crypto? Not much, dude. Just drinking some of your beloved coffee. Everyone coffee. What's going on with BAT? Expected a dip, but Zoiks, BAT got listed at Coinbase, and it's being kanks. I ran up to that Psygro, put it on the list. We got it right after doc. But it ran up to that downsloping resistance, horizontal line resistance, and pulled back. Should you look for a retrace pop to the upside? You could get one, but it would probably be short-lived. It won't be what you're looking for, like double bottoming or, you know, just in the midst of a channel, you broke this channel. So you could expect lower prices, but yeah, you might, for real, at retrace zones with the divergence, you might break to the upside before breaking down to lower prices, okay? Sure, Caroline. Well, glad you made it, and thank you for the kind words. Can we look at Roku? Yeah, we can look at Roku, MK, man. Hey, Randy Bobandy, what's up, dude? What are we sipping on tonight? I think it's just beer. Christian. Red Dawn, what's up, man? First time viewer? Oh my god, first time viewer. My fib setup? What do you mean my fib setup? On ABC, I went from the lowest low of the correction to the highest high of the rally of the trend that we were in. You can clearly see the trend we were in, that upsloping channel. Swing low to swing high. I couldn't use wicks. I had to use, when you anchor on Fibonacci, you can't cherry pick your wicks and your candle bodies. If you don't have a wick to anchor off of, you anchor off of the candle body close for the top side too, so not the wick. And when I did that, we have retraced close to 50%. We actually did at one time. We touched it and broke to the upside, and now we're right back down to it. Okay, so that's you know, fib setup. That's it, man. My fib setup is relative to the retrace we're seeing. All right, that's it. Okay, cool. Let's go to Doc. Oh, Doc, man, gross. Probably not even Head and Shoulders. It looks disgusting. I mean, it might be, but if it might be, then it probably isn't, right? Like, so Doc, here's your uptrend, so well respected for so long. Then we bust out too high, too fast. Divergence, of course. You hit target of a bull pull, bull flag combination, went up more, and then broke down. Yeah, maybe there's neckline. Either way, if it's not, you can call it a neckline, you can call it a support, right? Whatever. But to say it's a head and shoulder, I mean, like, you have the psychology. Look, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? And you don't even have to call it a head and shoulders, right? You don't have to. It's the same psychology that you impulse up and you're just floating along. You are not able to find any kind of accumulation. You accumulated here from the low to the high. You accumulated 50% of the way. Nice break the upside, but now look at it, right? It's just sticking around holding, but you're making consecutive lower highs now than your previous high, right? Consecutive lower highs, always bad. Asking to break to the downside, okay? And you could do, this kind of reminds me of, what was the other one? PHX, where you had the stupid run up just like Doc. I mean, these are very similar. There you go. But see, it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. You're just in a downsloping channel now, okay? And you're trying to make sense of the world. All right, you're back inside the equidistant channel that's upsloping. So you're still in an uptrend, but make no mistake that this could have been the top, and we could just keep bleeding out. And then you do have some neckline here, or some sort of barely upsloping support. Okay, that's it. Oscillator is not really showing us anything. We had the bullish divergence, and we broke to the upside just like PHX. But when we broke to the upside like PHX, we could not make higher prices, could not make higher highs, and then we broke down again. And that's what we're doing. We're in the midst of doing that. Probably going lower. Okay. That's it, man. Okay. All right. Doc. Why I have two fibs on the same area? Those fibs probably were relative in the moment somewhere else. You use fibs for targets. You also use fibs for retraces, and a lot of times I leave them there and I don't remember. Like, I'll just leave them. I don't really look at it that much, but I know it could probably get confusing on the screen. So it's always a constant struggle streaming to like remember what, you know, what other people might like. Oh, what is going on here? There's too much stuff going on, right? So, you know, I wouldn't worry about that. Like I think since we had an uptrend on APVC, I think we had longer term targets for the swing trade from a major swing high to swing low, extremely major. So don't worry about it. There's BAT. Yep, continuing to dump, right? This was it, right? Despite anything where we had bearish divergence, we still ended up with it. Ended up with it at the top. Where did we crap out at? Where were we exhausted? A scenario we discussed. Couldn't break above. Not even all-time highs. Your high from May and July. We hit that. Could not. When you get this high this fast, you are going to be exhausted. Exhaustion impulse, right? When you get up here, beautiful areas to go short. Okay, the most optimum, best areas to go short after such a nice run like that. And then when you had bearish divergence up here, even still, huge move to the downside. And look what you've done. You had this upsloping channel. The leg, you're out of it now. You're just now breaking out of it. We have about 10 minutes left until our daily 4-hour close, our daily close and our 4-hour close. All right, so yeah, it's expected when you get to the top of channels, when you get to the top of not only the channels but also horizontal line resistance points, and then you show bearish divergence after such a tremendous run, you could expect to break down. Okay, we expected to break down maybe a little bit lower than that, but it just went a little irrational, a little bit longer, and then tanked. Okay, which is fine. But you gotta love the falling wedge and the bull pull bull flag combinations that both played out. Okay. AVPS, yeah. Yeah, thanks to the 131 people here right now. Okay, appreciate y'all. Yeah, you would start from the top to the bottom. Right, done. You do your fibs, you do your top to bottom, right? Why would we do our top to bottom? This is what we did before. And this, like, it helped us before. It helped us get to this area, but then more stuff. This is all a lot of new stuff. Okay, a lot of sentiment stuff. It's like BAT is getting listed at Coinbase. You do swing high to swing low when you find your major swing low to figure out your retrace. When we started doing this, we said, okay, if we can break this channel, break this heart line of the down-sloping equidistant channel we've been in for so long, if we can break that, targets would be between the 382 and the 618. We got to the 618 and then started retracing, right? We started retracing, and then we formed a bullish consolidation pattern, you're following which, after the impulse, with a measured move up to 45.56. Of course, it went higher, came back down, then we flagged at that area, and then bull pull, bull flag ran again. So you do top to bottom for targets, and your targets are normally between the 382 and 618 because that's a common retrace zone we talk about all the time. All right, cool. What do you think, Psycho? Sweet, man. 85 likes. It's like this show's like dying, dude. I don't know. It's like just gets less and less people watch. Oh my god. And less people like too. I don't know. So let's go to Roku for MK. Yeah, I wonder if it's the music, man. Should I just start putting on gangster rap or something? People just not like the progressive house stuff. Right. Okay, we broke that channel, man. Didn't we? On Roku? Yeah, we broke out. Nice spike in negative momentum. Holy crap, no more divergence. Let's go to the daily. Okay, yeah, closing outside. I mean, dude, this is like pinpoint accurate, MK, man. This is like perfect. You're out now. Hey, though, you know what? You know you're just now starting to begin to build your... And we talked about literally yesterday, this could easily get invalidated. It did. Yeah, it did. But, like, the divergence, I think you could still get it. Let's see how the next few days go. You could break down and come down to, you know, the 786. Those, if like the negative momentum doesn't build too much and starts rounding out a little bit, MK, man, those might be good areas. Because remember the false breakouts, you're in a well-established channel and you break out bearishly, and then you're starting to round out your price action, stalling, you're showing triple MACD bullish divergence on the daily. You might have an opportunity at 39.34, seriously. So, but hey, man, it's like confirmed we're below that 200 MA, 200-day moving average. No one cares, right? No one even tried to get it back up. Okay, so there you go, MK, man. How that else? Yeah, divergence on the daily. But remember, the divergence, it just started, right? We just started our first negative histogram wick. We have plenty of room to keep dropping if we want. You normally want like a lot more histogram wicks, right? It's very rare you get one negative histogram wick and then break to the upside. Normally you just keep building until you find support somewhere, until you get more over sold. And we're not oversold anymore, right? We're sitting at 31. Very close though. I guess you technically still have bullish divergence, but not much, man. And again, it can keep selling off and getting validated. Bearish, but like, again, remember, we could have a false breakout of this channel, MK, and we're looking for just a little bit more time to go by on the daily to get some more info, more data, right? Because we'll see how this plays out. If it keeps spiking to the downside, we keep picking up negative momentum hardcore and invalidate daily bullish divergence, then okay, well, whatever, yeah, it's screwed, and it's gonna, yeah, it's out of this trend for sure. But we don't have any confirmation of a breakout yet. No confirmation. Just having one daily close outside, barely, isn't that much confirmation, right? So let's see how we respond to this breakout and see if we get a false breakout, so we like run back into the upside and maintain this trend, right? Is it? So crypto 2 times, man. You're parked. You're parked. Crypto 2 times. They got like 4 minutes till local on the 8th, so. That's right, Joffrey. Put some respect on that TA. So, but Nicola. Looks good. Holding up surprisingly well with the Bitcoin bleed out, right? Someone asked for Z Classic or whatever, Zcash. Zcash, yeah. Okay, Zcash. This is a trade setup that we had. Our targets, 165.43. You're continuing to march, so Zcash is also looking good too, man. Okay, looking good. That nice falling wedge you broke out of. All we did was plot anchor points. Hey, look, Red Dawn, man, perfect example. Here's a falling wedge pattern. Do you see it? Right, falling wedge stuff from the top of the pattern to the very lowest low. You have your 50% retrace, which is your target for the falling wedge, and you have a secondary target. The primary target, secondary target is 181. But there's not to say we might not crap out at the 382, which happens. That means your trade fails, but that doesn't mean you're not in the money, right? So continuing to run, looking good on Zcash. Sweet, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's go look at Bitcoin, whatever, before I get out of here, I guess, right? I've only been live. I don't know how long I've been live. Maybe an hour and 20 minutes or something, around 30 minutes. Here you are, just continuing to bleed out, looking for some support at 6,300, right? 6,300 here, and then 6,300 on our daily chart too. That's it, man. So hopefully the bleeding can stop and just go sideways for the weekend, during the weekend, so we can some of these alts can continue running. All right, so that's it. Yeah, Julia, a lot of we call it just the shift in momentum, right, between the buyers, the sellers and buyers. It's shifting, so you're getting that. But Bitcoin, if it wants to tank, it's going to ruin all those trades. It's going to ruin all that shift in momentum. For sure, Eva. For sure. It's just Eva. It's like, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. It's just stupid. I can't look at BitConnect. It's not listed on anything on TradingView, so it looks like crap. It's terrible. What's up about Raw Morris coming in from Wales? Yeah, XRP. It's okay. I don't know about a pump. It's hadn't really moved at all since we looked at it earlier in the show. People wants to look at the 1 hour. Look at the hourly. Whatever. Yep, beautiful triple MACD bullish divergence. Yeah, looks wonderful. And not just that, Eva. This is what happens, and I've talked about this a bunch. You get the triple MACD bullish divergence, and towards the end of the divergence on your MACD, you'll then start showing that RSI bullish divergence at the end. And here you go, man. Here you go. Lower lows on price, higher levels of relative strength. You probably do for a nice break to the upside, but to the extent of how high we go is unknown. Don't know. All right. Probably to the 236, the 382 at least, right? Good eye, Eva. Good eye. John Miller. Not many people look at the 3-day, so most people just look at the daily, the 4-hour, and the weekly, right? So they're not really worried about a death cross on the 3-day. Thanks, Arthur, man. Appreciate that. Okay, and we've lost like $8 billion in market cap in the past few days. Since the top, 8 billion lost, right? Crazy. What was it? Okay, so whatever. I'm just gonna end the show. With 93 likes, we had like 140 people watching. I get it. It's too much to hit like. I get it. Just showing you how to fib and doing stuff that people charge literally thousands of dollars for. I'll be back tonight, episode 200. All right. So until next time, respect the TA.